Hello everyone, my name's Taylor Peach and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little crochet bee. You can find the pattern for this bee in my blog linked in the description below. I made it myself. I'm very proud. It is so cute. I actually made a crochet bee a long time ago when I first started learning how to make amigurumi, and I have come a long way. If you end up making one of these little bees, make sure you send me a picture on my Instagram at taylor.peach. Make sure you leave me a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into what we need. First, you'll want some yellow yarn. You'll also want some black yarn. Mine has cat hair all over it. Some white yarn. If you want to do blush, you'll need some scraps of pink yarn, polyfill, scissors, a placeholder. You could also use a paper clip or a different colored piece of yarn. This is just to keep your place while you're working. A yarn needle. I have a metal one, but plastic ones work as well. Safety eyes, which is just regular stuffed animal eyes. You can find packs of these on Amazon. And you'll need a crochet hook. Now the size of crochet hook depends on the weight of yarn you get. So if you grab your yarn and look on the label, you'll see it's a size 4. Now whenever you're using yarn to create a project with different colors, you'll want to make sure that they're the same weight. So as you can see, both of these are size 4. And white is a size 4 as well. So when you're looking at the label, beside the 4, you'll see these. These are knitting needles. You'll see it's a 5.5 for knitting needles. But then there's the crochet hook. See the little hook shape? It says you need a 5.5 millimeter for this weight of yarn. So that is what I have right here. Now you could go with like a 6 or a 6.5. It'll just make the work a little bit bigger than if you use the 5.5, but just try to go by what your yarn says. To begin, we're going to grab our yellow yarn and our crochet hook, and we're going to create a magic circle. To do that, take your 2 fingers like so and lay your yarn over top. Hold it down with your thumb and wrap around. Make an X as you wrap around the front and then 2 parallel lines in the back, like so. Then take your crochet hook, go under the first line and grab the second one. Slowly pull that off your fingers, like so. Grab the rest of your yarn over your hook and pull it through that loop right there. And then you can pull it tight, just like that. Now, the magic circle is a little hard to get the hang of if you've never done it before. So if you're having a hard time, just rewind it, watch it in slow motion, just watch my fingers very carefully and keep practicing it until you got it. Once you have this, we're gonna go on to the next step. So we're going to put 6 single crochets in this magic circle. So you're gonna go into the magic circle with your hook, grab some yarn, which is called yarn over, pull it through the magic circle so that you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, and pull through both of these loops on your hook. And that is your first single crochet right there. So there's 1, insert into the magic circle, yarn over, pull through so that you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through both of those loops. So now you have 2. insert, yarn over, pull through. You have your 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through both. So now you have 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep repeating that process until we have 6. There's 4, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. There's 5, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And it should look like this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are your stitches. You can tell because they have 2 little bumps. At least that's what I like to call them. So each pair of bumps, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these is a stitch. If you look at the written pattern to this bee that's on my blog, linked in the description below, at the end of each round there is a number in parentheses. At the end of the first round, there's a 6 in parentheses, because at the end of this round, you want to have 6 stitches. So we have 6 stitches. That means we've done it right, and we're ready to go to the next round. So what we're going to do is pull this little piece of yarn. You don't have to pull it too tight, but just enough to where it closes right here. And this is what's so magic about the magic circle, is that once you pull it tight enough, this little hole in the middle disappears. Now we're going to go on to our second round. In this round, we're going to increase all the way around, which is 2 single crochets in each stitch. So we're going to start in this stitch right here. If you're unsure of where to put your crochet hook, just count backwards to 6. So this is our first one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to put your crochet hook in this one right here. So we're going to insert in this stitch right here, just like that. We're going to yarn over and pull through. So you have your 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both. So there's 1 single crochet. We're going to insert into the same stitch right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. So now we have 2 single crochets in the same stitch, just like that. And now we're going to add our placeholder so we know when to stop. This was our first stitch in our row, so we are going to put our placeholder right there. So we're going to continue to increase all the way around. Once again, to do an increase, you want to do 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So we're going to insert into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. There's 1 single crochet, and then in the same stitch, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. So now you have 2 single crochets in the same stitch. That is another increase. In the next one, you want to do another increase. So 2 more single crochets in the same stitch. Just like that. Into the next stitch, 2 more single crochets. All right. And then you know when to stop when you've reached your placeholder. So now at the end of the second round, we want to make sure we have 12 stitches. If you look at the written pattern, there is a 12 in parentheses. That's how you know how many stitches you need. So if we count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we do have 12 stitches, and that means we're ready to continue on to the next round. All right, we're going to take out our placeholder and put 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Just like that. And then we're immediately going to put our placeholder back in so that we do not lose our place. All right, for this round, instead of increasing all the way around, we're going to do 1 single crochet and then an increase. So we've already done our 1 single crochet for this round. Now we're going to increase in the next stitch. So 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Now we'll do 1 single crochet in the next, and then an increase in the next. So there's 1, and then 2 in the same stitch. All right, 1 single crochet, and then an increase. There's 1 and 2. And that is just our pattern for this round. 1 and 2 single crochets. Here's our increase. 1 single crochet, and then an increase. One single crochet, and then ending in an increase. And what an increase does is it just increases the amount of stitches we have every time we do one by 1. So now we should have 18 stitches all the way around. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. Once you have 18 stitches, it's time to continue. And you can also pull this yarn a little bit more to close that hole. And then it just disappears. On to the next round, we're going to remove our placeholder and do a single crochet. And immediately put our placeholder back in so we don't lose our place. For this round, we're going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. We've already done 1 single crochet, so now we're going to do another in the next stitch. So that'd be 1, 2. Then we're going to do an increase in the next stitch. So there's 1 single crochet, and then in the same stitch, do another single crochet. All right. Now there's 1 single crochet in the next, and then another single crochet in the next. So there's 1, 2. Then we're going to do another increase. All right. And then do 2 more single crochets. 1, 2. Another increase. Two more single crochets. And an increase. And you just keep repeating this pattern until you reach your placeholder. All right, at the end of this round, you'll want to have 24 stitches. So we'll go around and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Once you have 24, you know that you've done it right, and you can go on to the next round. Okay, for our next round, we're going to take out our placeholder, do a single crochet, and put that placeholder right back in. For this round, we are just going to single crochet all the way around. We're not going to do any increases, just single crochets in each stitch. So at the end, you will still have 24 stitches. All right, once you've reached your placeholder, we're going to go to the next round. And for this round, we will need our black yarn. So you'll go ahead and get that out. We're going to be changing colors. All right, we're going to take our placeholder out, and we are going to start doing a single crochet with the yellow, but we're not going to finish it. I'm going to show you how to change colors. All right, so in our next stitch right here, we are going to insert our crochet hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through where you have 2 yellow loops on your hook. Now you're going to grab the end of your black yarn like so. You're going to put it on your crochet hook like this, and you're going to use that to pull through both of your yellow loops like that. You can pull on that yellow yarn a little bit so it's not as loose. So now you should have something that looks like this. We're not going to worry about putting our placeholder back yet because we can tell that we need to stop whenever we reach the black again. So you're going to take the rest of your black yarn and we're going to do single crochets all the way around with the black yarn. And to hide this little tail, you'll just tuck it behind and crochet over top of it. You'll see what I mean. So our next stitch is right here. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. So there is our first single crochet with the black yarn. And then we're just going to keep going with single crochets. As you can see, the little tail end is just sitting right behind my stitch so that whenever I do my single crochets, it just hides it. That way we don't have to worry about weaving it in or anything. So just keep doing single crochets with the black yarn like so. You want to do that all the way around. And you can see now that little piece of yarn is perfectly hidden in our single crochets. Keep going all the way around. All right, once you get back around to the black, remember that you'll have to do a single crochet in this one as well, in case you got confused. You want that black to connect. So now you're at the end of the round, and we'll be ready to go to the next one. And at this point, you'll notice that your bee is kind of a bowl now, and what you want to do is just pop that inside out, like that. Just like that. You don't want to work in the bowl like this, it's a little awkward, but you'll work like this. Okay. So now we're going to go to our next round. We're going to continue doing single crochets with the black. So if you'll put a single crochet in the next stitch, and now we're going to add our placeholder back so we won't get lost. Just like so. And you want to continue around doing single crochets with the black yarn. You'll know when to stop when you reach your placeholder again. And this is the first stripe on our bee. All right, once you reach your placeholder, it's time to go to the next round. Take out that placeholder, and we are going to color change back to yellow. So we're going to do this in the same way we color change to black. We're going to start doing a single crochet, but we're not going to finish it. So in the next stitch, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, where you have 2 black loops on your hook. You're going to grab that yellow from the inside of your bee, and you're going to yarn over and pull that through, just like so. Then in the next stitch, you can make a single crochet with the yellow. And now you've changed back to the yellow. And we are just going to single crochet all the way around with the yellow, and you don't have to put your placeholder in for this round because you'll know when to stop when you reach the yellow again. All right, we have reached back around to the yellow, and we're going to continue doing single crochets all the way around one more time. But this time we're going to put our placeholder in so we'll know when to stop. All right, so another round of yellow single crochets. All right, once you have reached back around to your placeholder, we're going to change the color back to black. So take out that placeholder. We're going to start doing a single crochet by inserting the hook, yarn over, pull through, so you have 2 loops on your hook. Grab that black again. You want to yarn over and pull it through both of those loops. And then you can just start doing more single crochets in the black. We won't worry about the placeholder again because we'll know when to stop once we hit the black again. All right, we have reached the black again. We're going to do another single crochet and put our placeholder in for this round. We're going to do another round of single crochets. So if you notice, our pattern is 2 rounds of the black, and then 2 rounds of the yellow, and then 2 more rounds of the black. And that makes our cute little bee stripes. So another round of single crochets to finish up our second stripe. All right, once we've reached our placeholder, we're going to remove it. And now we're going to switch back once more to the yellow. So if you'll insert and start your single crochet, just like that. And we're going to grab our yellow, yarn over and pull through both of those loops. We will go ahead and make a single crochet to secure that. And now, since we are done with the black yarn, we are going to cut it off. So if you'll just give it a little room and snip it right there. Now we're going to single crochet all the way around with the yellow. And like before, we're going to take this little tail of the black yarn and we're just going to hide it beside our stitch right there. So when we do our single crochets, it will hide our little tail like so. And we're just going to single crochet all the way around. All right, I have made it back around to the yellow. But before we continue to the next round, I'm going to give me a little bit of slack here and take out my crochet hook. We are going to get our safety eyes and we are going to pick out a good size and put it right where we want it. So, let's see here. I'm just gonna pick out 2 that are pretty tiny and pick out 2 of these backings like so. And since everyone always asks me what size these are, I don't know. I just pick out the ones that will look good for my project. 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. There you go. But you know, our projects could be different sizes. So you pick out whichever eyes you think looks the best for you. All right, so you want to get the placement of your eyes right where you want them. So I'm going to make sure that this is on the bottom of the bee so that it's not shown. When you color change, it's a bit inevitable for there to be a little bitty zigzag pattern. It's not too noticeable, but I notice it anyway. So I'm going to make sure that that is on the bottom. So make sure that is nice and rounded out and flattened a little bit. And you want to kind of just eyeball it, literally, because you're putting eyeballs on it. That's the bottom. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe this one right here. And you can always take these out before you put the little backings on, so just, you know, poke it in the inside and shape it around because it will be stuffed. Move it all around. Make sure you got it exactly where you want it. I made another one, so let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Pretty nice placement. So I am going to go with this placement. It's 3 rounds on each side from the black. And it's not exactly in the middle, it's a little bit higher up. But yeah, you go with whatever placement you want, but this is where I'm placing mine. But don't be afraid to take them out and move them around if you don't like them. You can just pop them right on out. But once you're happy with your placement, you can put these backs on. And I believe I am happy with this placement. But yeah, look at it from every angle. Make sure it's nice. Make sure you like it. And then take these little backs. They go in like this. So you'll take it. You want to put it in there like this. And it's a little hard, especially when they're tiny. Just want to pop it in there like that. So make sure you press on this side and push on this side. All right. Gonna grab the other one. We're going to do the same thing. Oh. Gotta use a lot of force with your fingers. There we go. They're both popped in. Make sure they're clicked all the way. And bam! Our eyes are now attached to our bee. You want to make sure you do this before you stuff your bee, or else it's going to end up very wonky. Oh, it's so cute. Love it. Okay, now that we have placed the eyes, we can continue on to our next round. We're going to put our crochet hook back in and tighten that back up. So we're going to do a single crochet in our next stitch, put that placeholder back in, and now we are going to start decreasing. So for this round, we're going to do 2 single crochets and then a decrease. So we've already done 1 single crochet, and we'll do 2. There's our second one, so there's 1, 2. Now we're going to do a decrease, which is the opposite of an increase. It just decreases the number of stitches we have every time we do it by 1. So to do a decrease, we're going to do it across these 2 stitches. We're going to turn these 2 into 1. So how you do that is insert into your first stitch like so, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on the hook. Instead of making that single crochet, we're going to go into the next stitch right here. So insert, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, and then you can yarn over and pull through all 3 of those. So now we've turned those 2 stitches into 1 stitch, and that is our decrease. We're going to do 2 more single crochets. There's 1, 2. We're going to do another decrease, insert into the first, yarn over, pull through. So you have 2 loops. Insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And we're going to continue this pattern until we reach our placeholder. So do 2 single crochets, and then decrease. Insert into the first, yarn over, pull through. Insert into the second stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. 2 single crochets, and then a decrease. All right, once you get back to your placeholder, you should have 18 stitches. So we're going to count and make sure. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, on to our next round. We're going to remove our placeholder and do a single crochet. Put your placeholder back in. Does not want to cooperate. There we go. All right, for this round, we're going to do 1 single crochet and then a decrease. So we've already done our single crochet. Now we're going to decrease. And single crochet, decrease. Single crochet, decrease, 1 single crochet, decrease, You just want to keep doing this until you reach your placeholder. Once you get back to your placeholder, you want to have 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we're going to give a little slack in our yarn, take our crochet hook out, and we are going to stuff this little thing. So grab your polyfill. If you have larger fingers, you can go back and stuff it in the round previous to this one, but I always end up having to add more stuffing as I'm closing up my amigurumis, so I just wait until I get to like 12 stitches. But you just want to stuff that thing full of polyfill. Don't be afraid to shape this thing. Like, look at how weird that looks when I've just stuffed it in there and I haven't shaped it. Use your hands to shape the bee. Make it look the way you want it to look. If you want it to be more squishy, you can put less polyfill in there. If you want it to be more firm, you can put more polyfill. Just squish it and you decide how much you want to put in there. Okay. Now we're going to go on to our next round. Take out your placeholder. And we are going to decrease all the way around for this one. So, go ahead and do our first one. And you can put in your placeholder right there. So there's 1, 2, oh, try not to grab the polyfill as you're closing this up. If you want to add any more stuffing or anything else on the inside, now would be the time. Once you've got back to your placeholder, you can stop and just take that out. Might add just a tiny bit more polyfill to its little butt. There we go. Now, what you can do, grab your scissors, leave a little bit of space, and snip that off. And we're just going to slip stitch into the next stitch right here. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through again. And you can pull that yarn all the way, just like that. Now we're going to close this butt up. So if you'll grab your yarn needle, I will show you how to do that. End of your yarn, put that through your yarn needle, tie a little knot, and we're gonna go back and forth here. So I'm gonna pull it through this one like so. Now we're gonna go through this one. I believe that's already closed it on up. Good. So to hide this tail end, we are going to hide it inside the body. To do that, we're going to pick a spot right here. Let's see. Right here. And we are going to find the bottom. There's the bottom, you can tell our color changes. You're going to sift that needle through the body and out the bottom here. Pull it. Pull a little tight. Snip that off right there. Bam. Now his butt is closed up. There we go. The body of the bee is finished. Now we're going to work on the wings for our bee. So if you'll put him to the side and grab your white yarn and your crochet hook, we're going to make another magic circle. All right, lay it across your 2 fingers. Wrap it around. Make an X in the front, 2 parallel lines in the back. Go under the first, grab the second, pull that through off your fingers. Yarn over and pull through. Now you've got your magic circle. Just realize that that might be a little bit hard for you to see on my white background, so I put down a little bit of sticky notes. And if you want to go back to when I made the magic circle with the yellow yarn, it is a little bit easier to see if you're having trouble with that. You can go back and watch that until you can get the hang of it. It is a little bit hard to get the magic circle down. But once you have it, we will continue and make our first wing. So inside our magic circle, we are going to do a single crochet. So we're going to insert, yarn over, and pull through so that you have the 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through. Now we're going to do a half double crochet. You don't have to memorize how to do this, I'll just show you. All right, before you insert it into the magic circle, you'll want to yarn over, then you can insert, yarn over again, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. And there's your half double crochet. And now we're going to make a double crochet. So you want to yarn over, insert into your magic circle, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops. You'll want to yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops, just 2. All right, so now you'll have 2 more loops on your hook, and you can yarn over and pull through those 2, like so. We're going to make 2 more double crochets. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. All right, 1 more double crochet, yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. All right, now we're going to do another half double crochet. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 of those, and then we're just going to do a single crochet. So insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now all you have to do is pull on your little end here. Now you have a little bee wing. And make sure you leave a slightly long tail so that we can weave it into the bee. And you'll want to make another one of these, and then I will meet you back to attach these to the bee. Alright, I have made both of the wings for the bee, and we're going to attach it right here. It's about in line with the eyes, right on this yellow stripe. So you'll want to get your yarn needle and attach it to the end of your yarn here. Make a knot. And make sure you know where you want to place it before you insert your needle. So I want to put this one here. So let's see. I'm going to go through this stitch right here, going in this direction. So if I went in the other direction, then this would attach over here. I want it on this side. And really attaching things in crochet and amigurumi just takes practice. And I can just show you how I do mine, but it does just take practice. So after you insert into the body, you want to find somewhere on the wing to attach. So I'm going to put this through the wing, pull it through, and then you want to find somewhere in the body. So right underneath, I'm going to go through this stitch. We'll go through the wing one more time. And go through the body. Alright, once you have that wing nice and attached, you want to go through the body of the bee with your yarn needle out through the bottom, like so. Pull it a little tight and just snip that off right there. And then you just want to hide this in the body as well. You don't have to actually attach this piece of yarn. You just want to hide it through the body. So if you just want to loop it through your yarn needle, put it directly through the body, like so. And snip it off. Now you have a wing attached. And you just want to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, I got both of those attached. Very cute bee wings. Now I'm going to add the blush right here. And I'm just going to use scraps of pink yarn that I have from other projects. You don't have to add blush if you don't want to, but I really like cute blush on all of my amigurumis. You could also just do like eyeshadow or like actual blush, or you could glue felt onto it, whatever you want to do. But this is how I add blush. So I'm going to put the scrap of pink yarn on my yarn needle, and I'm going to first of all figure out where I want to have the yarn be. I want it between this one and this one. So I'm going to come in at an angle here. So through this one right here, I'm going to come out through the one I wanted at. And that stuffing in there is a little hard to wrestle with sometimes. So, oh, right here. So as you can see, I'm coming in from the side and I'm coming out where I want it to be at, right? So you want to pull that through very slowly, and you want to leave a little bit of pink yarn right here. Now, what you want to do is go through the other one. So I want it across here, so I'm going to go in through this one. I'm going to go out through the same hole I came in through, just like so. pull that through. So now you can see I've got a little thing of blush right there. And what I can do is take this and tie a little knot. Like so. And you can grab your crochet hook and just poke that in there. Hide that little knot in there. And then you can trim off the excess. Just hide that in there. Nobody has to see it. And there you go. You got a little blush. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Alright, and there you have it. Your own little crochet bee. Isn't he so cute? Or she? I don't know. They're so cute. Beep. If you've made it this far, then thank you so much for following along and making this cute little bee with me. I appreciate you so much. If you made a bee with me, make sure you send me a picture on my Instagram at taylor.peach. I always love seeing your creations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave me a comment. You can give me suggestions for any video ideas that you have. I read every comment I get, and I love to see my comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.